And we are inside the Millennium Stadium, Cardiff, for the 2004 Carling Cup final. It's Middlesbrough versus Bolton Wanderers. The fireworks are going off around us. A capacity crowd in here. The Boro fans occupying the north end. Middlesbrough have emerged from the north dressing room, which traditionally is said to be the lucky dressing room. The next 90 minutes or so, we'll see how that unfolds. It's a massive day for the Boro boss, Steve McLaren. It's his first domestic final as an English football manager. Whatever happens here this afternoon, an English manager will be picking up the Football League Cup, and that will be the first time an English manager picks up a domestic trophy since 1996, when Brian Little lifted it with Aston Villa, an Aston Villa team that featured Gareth Southgate. And for you then, Mark Schwarzer in goal, number 1. 15, Danny Mills. 4, Ugo Ehiogu. 20, Doriba. 7, George Boateng. 10, Juninho. 27, Bolo Zenden. 14, Gaib Mendieta. 16, Joseph Job. 6 in captain, Gareth Southgate. And 3, Frank Kedru. The Middlesbrough substitutes, Bradley Jones, number 35. Chris Riggott, number 5. Michael Ricketts, the former Bolton player, 17. Massimo Macaroni, 9. And Stuart Downing, 19. Jure Djurkaeff, of course, and a very proud Englishman captaining his side, Middlesbrough. He said when he arrived a couple of years ago, he came to Middlesbrough to win trophies and win medals. And he won't get many better opportunities than this against the Bolton Wanderers team, will he?
No, he will not, and he's got an important role to play with both Gareth Southgate and Ugo Ehiogu. There's much been made about the flair players, Michael. You know, Djurkaeff, Okocha on the Bolton side, Zenden, Mendieta, Juninho on the Middlesbrough side. But I think the battle could be won or lost today with Ehiogu and Southgate's confrontation with Kevin Davis. Kevin Davis is a player that's playing really well, physically tough, having a great season with Bolton, caused us problems before the Cup, remember when he was at Chesterfield. And if Ugo Ehiogu and Southgate can get on top of him, I think that'll go a long way to helping Middlesbrough win this trophy.
There is Jure Djurkaeff, of course, signed in February 2002 from Kaiserslautern. He's won cups in his career before, the UEFA Cup with Inter Milan and the Cup Winners' Cup with Paris Saint-Germain. A lot will depend on how that man plays, won't it?
Yes, but remember, I mean, he's had great games of Okocha for Bolton Wanderers, but I've watched him in plenty of occasions where he's been awful as well. I mean, he is a hit and miss player, and certainly let's hope that he's a bit of a miss today, because he has got the talent to go out and win this game on his own.
Mike Riley from West Yorkshire is our referee. If Middlesbrough hadn't qualified for this final, our referee this afternoon would have been Jeff Winter. Unfortunately, with his allegiances towards Middlesbrough, he couldn't referee this final, but he is here. And he sat in the North Stand somewhere, and he's wearing his red and white shirt, and he told us on Boro TV Extra that that's how we would prefer to see the game. The roof is on, despite the bright sunshine that we have here in Cardiff. I know it's been snowing back in Teesside, although I've been down here for a couple of days in the build-up to this match. It's cold and chilly outside, the sun is shining, but we're playing under the roof here at the Millennium Stadium, Cardiff, and it will be Bolton Wanderers who kick off the League Cup final, the 44th final, the 4th one here at Cardiff, and there will be a new name on the trophy. Neither of these sides have won this competition. Bolton have to go back to 1958 for their last trophy, the FA Cup. Middlesbrough, you don't need me to tell you, it's been 128 years without a trophy as yet. And a chance in the very early stages, maybe for Joseph Job, but Jussi Jääskeläinen, the Bolton keeper, cleared it into his own fans at the south end of the stadium. So all the talking is over, all the preliminaries are finished, the hype has gone, and now the match is underway. And it's with Joseph Job, and that's going to be a goal kick, much to Joseph Job's disappointment.
Well, it's certainly a better start than one cup final that we can both remember, Michael, when I think by this time Damati had already scored a goal in the first 50 seconds or so, so look on the bright side.
No Roberto Di Matteo this time, and no 30-odd seconds, quickest goal in FA Cup history. This is going to be a Bolton Wanderers free kick after a foul there by George Boateng. Middlesbrough showing one change in their side from the team that played at Newcastle 8 days ago. Frank Kedru returning from suspension, and Stuart Parnell, he doesn't make the 16. Bolton have 4 changes from their side, who face Manchester City. As Djorkaeff whips the ball in, it was Campo trying to flick it on, and it was Kid Roux in the end just heading the ball away from JJ Okocha. That would have been a goal just after the first minute had ticked by. But Mills it is, clears it towards Job. Header was only as far as Mendieta. Zenden's made a really good run, and it's a really good early opportunity. But Boro Zenden, Joseph Job has opened the scoring within 2 minutes for Middlesbrough. And we talked about what happened last time Middlesbrough in a cup final when it was an early goal against. But Boro are in dreamland in the early stages of this game. It's them that have fired the bullet to Bolton Wanderers, and it's Middlesbrough who are ahead.
Shocking defending by Bolton, but a fantastic start by Middlesbrough here. Mendieta picks up a lovely ball inside the full back. Zenden, not a good first touch. I thought he took it too wide, but he whizzes it across the 6-yard area. Joseph Job, who's been playing superbly well of late, knocks it in for a fantastic start for Middlesbrough Football Club. Bound to produce some entertainment, and it certainly has in these opening stages.
One end of this stadium, the north end, is absolutely rocking at the moment. It's Juninho onto Mendieta. Job's made the run into the middle. Ball finds its way to Joseph. Job goes down. Penalty kick. It's a penalty kick with 5 minutes played, and this is a real opportunity. The Bolton players now surround our referee Mike Riley. Per Franson, JJ Okocha, Ivan Campo and Nicky Hutt are leading the protest, but Middlesbrough have a penalty kick.
This looks an extremely harsh penalty given against Bolton Wanderers here. It's played into Joseph's feet. Is it Emerson Tom? Maybe a touch on the clumsy side. Yes, that's a clumsy tackle. He's took up a bad position. He's got his body at the wrong angle to make the tackle there. Joseph tries to roll him, goes down, and well, Emerson Tom's only got himself to blame. It's a little bit on the harsh side. The Bolton Wanderers players very, very unhappy. But we've got a chance now, Zenden, to take this penalty kick. What a start this could be.
Well, it's the former Sunderland player, Emerson Tome, who's given the penalty away. Bolo Zenden against Jussi Jääskeläinen, the Finnish international goalkeeper. The Dutch international midfielder. Zenden scores 2-0. Unbelievable. We have played 7 minutes exactly, and Emerson Tome has given the penalty away, and Middlesbrough are 2 up in the Carling Cup final.
It's not the best of penalties either.
They all count.
It's straight down the middle, not with a lot of power. I think he's hit it left-footed off his right foot there, in actual fact. It's nearly a double hit with Zenden. Really nervous taking that penalty. Jääskeläinen gets a foot to it, but knocks it into the roof of the net. 2-0 to Middlesbrough. The crowd are going absolutely potty here.
Well, 1 was good, 2 is better.
On the right hand side, Danny Mills had made a great run down the right, and it would have put us in a great position. Chose the wrong option there, the little Brazilian.
Now Bolton bring the ball away with Kevin Nolan in towards Davies now, just trying to get ahead of Southgate, looking for some support, went on his own, and Bolton Wanderers have scored. Kevin Davies has got one back after a mistake by Mark Schwarzer. It looked a harmless enough shot across the face of the goal, but within 21 minutes, Bolton Wanderers have one back.
Again from Djorkaeff. Campo at the back post, it just drifts across the box, doesn't get cleared properly, hits it through Danny Mills' legs, so he sees it late for a start, but dives to his left. What a save that is.
Middlesbrough need to concentrate now in this final minute of the game. Still, Stelios continues to go. White shirts racing forward in numbers. It's with JJ Okocha. And Okocha shot straight into the belly of Mark Schwarzer. And hold on to it, Mark.
Just boot it for here to Swansea.
Plays it short to Danny Mills. McLaren is given instructions. Ricketts is chasing this one now with Bruno Ngotti.
Play it into.
And Ngotti just wins the battle.
What a chance to hold the ball up there, Michael.
Okocha's ball forward again. The whistles are coming from the north stand. It's with Stelios, the Bolton Wanderers substitute, trying to create one last effort. Great tackle, Frank Kid Roux.
Now that had to be a good tackle. You're talking about a tired player taking on a fresh player. Stelios tries to get past him in the box. Frank Kid Roux times his tackle beautifully.
Campo launches the throw-in. Away by Southgate as far as Juninho. Boro are 2-1 up. with seconds remaining in the Carling Cup final, and it's Juninho going through against Bruno Ngotti, and still Juninho goes, and Simon Charlton in the
must be Mr. Riley. How long? That's it.
There is the final whistle. Middlesbrough are the champions of the Carling Cup 2004.